These are the 3 keys to heal any disease. They worked on my gut disease, and they've worked on many other people. It's because it actually addresses the root cause of the problem. This 3rd key right here is the most important that nobody's talking about. I have a free webinar that goes into much more detail and shows you everything that I did to get better. Number 1 is diet. We need to make sure our body is getting enough energy and nutrients. So there's this doctor that discovered which diet has the most nutrients. He was actually a dentist. He wanted to know what was causing cavities in crooked teeth, and he looked at his National Geographic magazine and he went, wow, this tribe right here has perfect teeth. I wonder what they're doing. So he went and he visited these tribes, and he found out it was because of their diet, because it was so nutrient dense. His name was Weston A. Price, and he wrote a book about it called Nutrition and Physical Degeneration. So when your body is fighting off a disease, it is burning through tons of nutrients, so it's very important that we put those nutrients back in us. I go into much more detail about this diet in my webinar. Number 2 is inflammation. Now, most diseases are just this organ or that organ is inflamed. In order to treat inflammation, you need to understand what it is, because most people today treat inflammation as this parasitic thing that needs to be cut from us. But in reality, inflammation is healing. Inflammation is the body's response to injury. Now, many people today believe that this injury is caused by toxins or malnutrition or infection, and those things can be a problem, but there's one huge source that nobody's talking about. Number 3 is conflict shocks, traumatic events that put an organ into overdrive. So this was actually discovered by a brilliant German doctor who could look at your brain CT scans and know exactly what condition you had, what disease you had. And I got my brain CT scan read, and sure enough, right where, I had Crohn's and colitis, right where those rings were supposed to be, they were there. I started to realize that all of my gut flares were always after a breakup or some sort of a stressful event. So what this doctor is saying is that all disease is linked to a traumatic event, and each organ has a survival tool, a survival purpose. So put that organ into overdrive to help you overcome that stressful situation. I go over this in much more detail in my free instant webinar. The link is in the bio.